Alright, so I started pulling the frame. As you can see, this hole was pushed into right there. So this whole section is what I'm going to replace. See in here where it ripped off. So basically this whole section, looking up into there, everything seems to be straight. Just this rail and that rail. Until I got the new part in there, I'll have to measure it. So to see if this one's out that way or this way. Same with that one, if it's out that way or this way. Get down, show you a little bit better. Pulling this side out, so now I need to remove that tub. Then once I remove the tub, I can, where this reinforcement bar gets bolted in the back, I can see with the new reinforcement if the distance is off. And this side, I mean, the quarter panel is not bad. Bowed right there. And it's got a little kink right here because this bottom side is like pushed down like this. And the only way I can do is take that side out and then try to push this side out this way to try to save this quarter. But as you can see, this section down here is kind of beat up, and you can't just replace this section. This whole bottom section is what the quarter comes with, so might have to replace this quarter also. This side definitely needs replaced. Let's get to it. All right, so took most of the back apart, and basically, let's show you here. Took most of the back apart. Now basically I just need to remove this whole section. As you can see, it's already shaking. Remove this whole section, and then we'll measure the distance between these two. And since this did go in, these probably caved in a little bit, so I'll have to push these back out. All right. There's a little piece that I cut out. Here's the back piece that I got. Little section still needs the quarters, so basically what I did was cut it right here, just around it, so I could see over here basically what's going on. I'm gonna replace this little section, same with this section, and then a whole new quarter. Probably end up cutting it a little lower. I left it like this because I still have to take the rear little window out, and then I got to take this glass out. I mean, it is cracked right there, so I'm probably gonna need a new glass. And once I take the glass out, basically, if you can see here, it is a little bit bent here, and this is a little bit bowed, but I'm gonna end up replacing it from right here. It goes down up into here, probably like around here, all the way somewhere around this section. So basically, replace this whole quarter, and then this tub. Well, got the tub, which is right over there, so I need the tub. Cut these rails, and then this whole section. So I got this whole entire back section to fix this back problem, but then I need the quarters on both sides. On that side, I don't know yet. I might save that side. That's why I haven't cut that side out. I cut this side just to make sure all this, the tub is still good. wheel tub or whatever you want to call it. Had to beat up a little bit right there, so you can see it's pretty good. Just a little bit of that I had to beat out. Nothing that'll be too hard to do. And I got this tub to finish up. Got to clean it up. So basically the plan here is this rail goes all the way in. Let's see if you can focus in better. Yeah, this rail goes all the way in. I'm gonna probably end up cutting it. Some are either here or here. Basically cut this one here, and then probably end up cutting this one back here, because I don't have this whole entire thing that goes in there. So basically, so that this whole section back here will be new. You wanna basically leave as much as the bottom. It's better to cut more on the top than it is the bottom, because I mean, it does stress down, even though everything, car flexes and stuff. So it's better to cut less here and more up here, so that the bottom, when you do weld everything up, this has more structural to it. Weld all that up, and then same thing on this side. Probably end up, I don't know, probably around here, this area. And then if you look underneath, probably end up cutting it around this area somewhere. So something like this, and then something like this. So we'll have this whole long section new, and then this whole bottom section new, right there. And then this quarter, basically, I'm gonna replace all this, it's pushed in a little bit. So basically all the way to here. It's gonna go all the way up there. All this is gonna be replaced. And then the quarter just has a kink right here. I'm gonna try to see if, when I put in this whole new rear piece, and this, because this is bowed in like this a little bit, I'll try to see if I can easily pull it. So when I put this new piece, if it'll go back, and then just do a little body work here. And basically that whole rear piece, it'll come all the way, basically it comes all the way up to here. So from here, all this will be a whole new section. And then the quarter comes with all this up top right here. All these spot welds, this is where it comes off. Shouldn't be too hard. I haven't saw any Tesla videos out there, so I figured I'd record this one and put it out for people that didn't know. And what I did find out was that so basically the quarters are all steel. This is steel. But what's aluminum is all this whole inner structure. So like the whole inner structure of the car. So like if you come here, just this quarter is steel, and then this whole back tire section is all aluminum. Yep. And then after I'm working on the rear right now, after I'm done with the rear, then I'll start the front end. But this is the shop we just built. Got the lift, putting in the electric right now so we can get lights up top. Yeah, you guys want to see more, stay tuned. Like, share, subscribe. I'll be working on this. I usually work every weekend, so I try to have one video out every week. Worst case, every 2 weeks. But it's actually pretty simple. It's not too hard, especially here in the front. I do gotta replace this. This thing's messed up. What's nice about the front is that, so basically this section is good. This top corner is where it's a little bit bent up. So I'm just gonna replace this top section. And then on this side, it's all crumbled up here, so I'm gonna have to replace this whole section. That strut, probably gonna leave just basically this section, this whole section, and probably this whole section. Gonna need a new subframe. And if you come back here, put it like this, as you can see, this one, from what I've done measurements, this one's straight. And if you look at this one, it is bowed down and this and that way. So basically what I'll need to do is pull the frame, put this thing, basically this is busted, these are the new ones. This is the reinforcement extensions, whatever you call it. So basically I'll put this back into here, put a strap or chain, whatever, and pull it that way. So basically what I'll have to do is pull it that way and up, because as you can see, look how much lower that is. And that's from basically from the accident, looked like it came in this way, pushed everything, well, that's straight, pushed this section this way and down. That's what it caused to do that. Basically it went down and it crumbled like this. So once it'll go up, you know, I'll have to beat this out, straighten everything as much as I can, and then replace it. Because back into here, as you can see how the paint is kind of chipping, that's because it kind of crumbled, or whatever you want to call it, tweaked it. So I will be replacing this whole section, and then probably mostly that section right there. Oh, stay tuned. Thank you. All right, as you can see, got this little tub out. Still got to cut this, but what I'm gonna do is come on this side and do the same to here. Basically take this tub out, all this in here. All right, to take this off, this tub right here, as you can see, there's these spot welds, one here, and then some over there. What I'll usually do, get a drill, this is like an 1/8 inch. I'll come here, I'll center it right on there. Basically drilling a hole. Got one right here. Okay. Center it. And then now, what I'll do is, we got this bit, if it'll focus, basically that hole that I've already drilled, it'll sit in there, and this blade will just cut around it so it can pop it off. Not sure exactly what it's called, but spot weld bit or whatever. Okay, and as you can see, it doesn't cut all the way through. It still has the 1/8 inch hole, and it just cuts it like a cone. So basically just this top section to come off instead of having a really big hole all the way through. That's what I like to use. So basically come back here, you can kind of see how just that one ended up being a little bigger, but all these holes, same thing with this. See all these holes, just an 1/8 inch. I'll do the same to this side.